Hello everyone, and good news! Look, we've been given full permission by George Lucas, or whatever his name is, to go full tilt with cheesy healing. Isn't that fantastic? So, welcome back to what will probably be a 3-hour long episode of Disciples, Rise of the Elves, the alternative mod, new Schism playthrough. I've not really thought through that intro. Anyway, I'm not going to do any cheesy healing because that would bring everyone to the edge of suicide. It's going to take way too long to do that. Anyway, I'm going to play as I normally do. I'm so sorry, George Lucas, if it offends you. I can only apologise. I can see that you were quite upset by that, but time heals all wounds and all that. So let's get smack bang into it. So I'm thinking about changing up this party, and reason being is that I'd like to show you some of the freaky stuff going on with one of the brand new elven units, which is the seedling right at the bottom there. But in order to do so, we need to build the recruitment and also upgrade structure. So this kind of combines both together. This is, of course, if I have enough resources. Yes, I do. As you will see, there is an added resource in the form of Grove Mana. It's not just gold. We've got mana going on here, boys and girls. So this gives us the seedling in order to be recruited. However, it also serves as the upgrade structure, and we'll upgrade them to Guardians of the Groves, given enough experience. And those Guardians of the Groves look pretty good. All I've seen is the unit portrait. It might be absolute shite, but I was going to say I thought that was not going to use the Grove Mana, but it did, because it didn't prompt us to. Yeah, if the unit is as good as the portrait looks, we're in for a wild ride with that one. Anyway, let's bring over him. And I'm probably just going to replace the Griffin with him and a Centaur Spearman. Reason being is that I think I do want to delve into the using some Griffins or Skylords or whatever they're called, Lords of Heaven. But I think it's probably best we do that with a larger retinue, more of a leadership to draw upon. We've got some weak poison there. I think we're going to have to leave him in the capital for a good old heal for a turn, and then we will turn our attention to where we go next. So we've got some Grove Mana being collected. We've got Mivrintia here. This is our main priority, kind of like a, what's the word, bodyguard type quest. And I think we probably need to turn our attention to these dudes, just to whittle these down, get access to the shop, see what's in this treasure, and then we've got a little bit of a choice ahead of us in terms of whether we open up this area by going through the Barbarian, or this area by going through the Wyvern and most evil of Ents. So let's keep these guys. I could do counterfeit orders, actually. Shit, let's put the trapper on the front. Okay, we'll try that again. Worry not. End the move, yes. Yeah, that was indeed picked up in the comments, and yes, I agree. It's a little bit of an odd way of saying it, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's been my approach with this translation. I'm like, if it still gets the point across, then it's fine. I'm not going to split hairs for that kind of stuff. Please give us a good counterfeit orders. That would just be grand. It's slightly better because at least we get access to the trapper, but can we get trapper on the front line and savage on the back? Ideal. There we go. That's what we wanted. Unfortunately, you're in the way, but fortunately he's out of movement points anyway, so let's move on. I'm not entirely sure about how I feel about this. Having to go through a brown bear to get to an air elemental, and the air elemental just ripping us to shreds, does not sound like fun. Anywho, we'll deal with that in a bit. I'm going to get you to do a sneaky poison, because you're doing so well with 65% chance. Well done. And then I think you can go off and harass those guys instead. Alright, so we've got Trapper on the front, Savage on the back. Savage cannot attack until the Trapper is disposed of, so that is pretty much the ideal situation for us. So let's delve on in. I don't think we've seen the Trapper yet. which is fun times. There are a couple of tweaks. Let's have a look at them. So we've got, all these stats are roughly the same. We've got 45 damage with a crit of 5. However, look over here. He's got an area of effect of any column. Now it just so happened he kind of wasted that on the Oracle. So he still does ranged, like a ranged attack to the back line. Doesn't have to attack at a full column. However, if he went for the Centaur Spearman, he would have hit both him and the sapling behind him. On that note, we have a look at Savages. It's pretty much just like a reinforced Spearman, isn't he? 15 defense, kind of like a Spearman Barbarian, if you will. I'm pretty sure we've seen Savages. However, what's going on with this boy? We've got poisonous spikes and weakening. So we'll see what happens with that once he actually does his attack. Both earth sourced, and he also attacks in a column. So it's a similar story as the Trapper. Question is, do we go after the Savage? Probably, yeah, because it looks like the Trapper really wants to take down our Oracle, and I would rather that not happen. Okay, let's see what goes on with the Seedling. So he gets an attack, hits both, and we get a decrease on both, and you'll see that's a decrease of 33%, which is pretty good. So that's the deal with the Seedlings. How much damage is he going to do now? Let's work this out. I think it's going to be okay now that he's weakened. So we can just heal the Oracle and she can take that attack. 33 damage, that's fine. All looking good. Nice column attack there from the Seedling. Really interested to see what he actually levels up to or promotes into. Because he's already pretty powerful as it is. Gets an attack off on the leader. That is fine. Let's see if we get some good initiative on the next turn. So we can get a double heal. Kind of like a double heal anyway. That's what we want. Splendid. There you go. Are you proud of me, George Lucas? I'm not letting this go. Anyway, we got a level up for our main leader. Up to level 2 of very standard kind of upgrade type of stat increases there. That's what I'm trying to say. Got ourselves an elixir of life. Healing ointment is still 200 HP and a valuable. Hello. Invading? Hardly. During my this is a very posh Trapper. During my years here, I hunt only for food and take skin simply to cover my body. Seek out Kuruk. It was he who brought the invaders to your lands. Have we met this Kuruk? I don't think so. Let's get rid of that. I'm assuming I can put that anyway, even though it's just this weird row which is lit up. How much is this worth? Oh, I can't quite see that. Is it 40 gold? I'll hang on to it. What do we have here, though? A load of those really weak ones. Weak healing powders for 50 gold each. Not bad. Talisman, so it's a reusable orb, as it were, 50 HP to all... Is that all units? Yeah, pretty nice. That's just water damage to all enemies. Become immune to poison for a day. That looks new and pretty handy, I'd say. That looks also new as well, because this, we never really had a death warding potion, did we? We've got the air and all the other elemental warding potions, but now we have death as well, which is I suppose it's fair to have that. I mean, it seems a bit odd that we wouldn't have it anyway. This is enhancing the warrior's attack. It's similar to this poison. This is adding. Looks like frostbite, I'm assuming, and that adds a weakening debuff. Which some of these are going to be like mega helpful with some of the harder bosses, presumably. I'm getting that theme running through a lot of the mod. It's like the difficulties really ramped up, but you were given the tools to overcome that, but you've got to think strategically. That's the gist I'm getting. I'm going to play around with these with some... Yes, we must, yes. It's imperative. I'll actually probably send you to the shop as well. I'll play around with those guys with some counterfeit orders, See if we can get a nicer configuration. I'll keep all these. I'm just going to sell the valuables, I think. Earth magic. Who are we up against? The Undead. I'm going to assume we don't need that, even though it's giving it to us. Rightly or wrongly. I should probably split out some of these useful healing items with our actual main party as well. Can I do any splitting? How does one split? Do I just I can just transfer them one at a time. How does disciples work? There we go, that'll do. In fact, I'll whack some into the grubby little hands of our leaders as well. What else does he need? Can he use orbs? Can't use orbs. Just artifacts and banners. This guy can read magical books. If it ain't magical, he's not reading it. Okay, we don't have any. I'm really hoping we get some interesting additional tomes, because I think that was an area of original disciples that was quite weak. It wasn't really that fleshed out. It was literally more or less give your leader immunity against this damage type. I stand corrected. It wasn't even immunity. It was a ward, wasn't it? Oh boy, here we go. This is a long list, so bear with me. Feel free to skip through it if you already know these. But so some of these will be fairly known to us. We've got artifact knowledge there. Critical training blows gives the leader 5 accuracy and learns primary 5% crit. And for every 5 levels, he receives another 5 accuracy and another 5% crit. Up to level 10. So there's a lot of these. Level up perks which give you an immediate small buff, but it almost as if it's like it's giving your leader a passive ability which then grows at certain levels as well, which is a very nice way of kind of trading off an initial payoff, and just to give us it's almost like a little bit more of an incentive to grow your leader. And it's not just this is an immediate massive boost to your leader's stat. He keeps on giving. This is very similar. Plus 1 point of movement and plus 1 point of vision at every 5th level, up to the 15th this time. Plus 2 damage and plus 1 initiative per level. Wow, that's just per level. Nice. Protection from earth magic. Protection from earth and immunity to petrification. I'm assuming that's ward. For earth. Leader requires 10% less experience to advance to all subsequent levels. It's alright. I'm not that a massive fan of these kind of ones. You've just got to grind a bit more. Heroes receive 15% discount from merchants, magicians and mercenaries. Plus 5 health points and plus 2 regeneration per level. Again, very nice one. The hero can poison the target with an attack. Oh, this is a new one. What the hell? It's gone off the edge of my scroll. So level 1 to 4, it's 15 damage with an accuracy of 80%. Oh wow, this just adds a poison element to the hero's attack. Oh boy. And then that starts scaling as well with higher levels. And he's a ranged leader as well. Oh, that's the end. Oh my goodness. This is when I start to get a little bit to the old analysis paralysis. I'm terrible at choosing anything. Just yeah. Don't get me started about going to a new restaurant and looking at a menu. Anyway, I'm thinking it's between... He's a sniper, so we want pretty decent damage. So I'm stuck between Poisoner and probably Combat Training. Just keep it nice and simple. Extra 2% damage and plus 1 initiative. I think we're going to go with Poisoner. Extra 15 damage from Poison. And then that starts scaling up. Let's do it. So, if we look at them, is that taken in? Taken effect, sorry. Yeah, I still need to change that for some reason. It's just come up with a letter I instead of poison. One of the more curious errors with the translation. Anyway, so newfound poison in hand. Let's see what we can do with these. Can we do some counterfeiting? Yes, we can. Oh, let's put the trapper on the back. What you doing? Can you counterfeit better, please? Lovely. There we go. Perfect. That's potentially even better for us because it's put them both on the bottom row, which means Centaur Spearman can just keep defending against that enemy Spearman. Let's go for it. Should be nice and quick, this one. Okay, still going for the Oracle. We get the poison on there. Fantastic. Not much point in you actually defending this turn. Main thing we want to do is actually weaken this guy. Excellent. Then you just keep healing yourself and we should be good. Okay, is the Spearman taking his turn? Don't think he has. Oh, we'll be okay. Especially now that he's been decreased as well. Yeah, just 18 damage. No problemo. Yeah, might as well finish him off. We won't get to do a full heal, but I'm not exactly that bothered. 50 XP. We're getting quite a lot of experience. I'm assuming it's all from the trappers, just because they are quite hefty boys. I've got the feeling I need to build an upgrade structure. Okay, you're gonna have to go the long way around, but that's unacceptable. So I'll just move you there. Keep Mivrant here. Kind of close, just because I don't want him to get picked off. I just don't want to just shove him in the capital. So I think that kind of makes him slightly more vulnerable. I'm going to keep him with the main party. Alrighty. Oh, it looks like I already did. We've gone for Centaur Gunners with their raw attack. Do we need to build anything else though? I don't think so. We're quite slim in terms of our party makeup. There's not much that needs building to get everyone up to maximum promotion level. If we can do something with these guys, Cadford orders wise, that would make me very happy. Anyway, let's end that one. I should probably start building some of the other supporting buildings, I think. Looks like I already have. It's just the temple. Temple's a little bit cheaper in the mod, 150 gold instead of 300, which I believe was the original cost. I think that's us done. Upgrade structure-wise. Or any structure-wise, which is great. I'm going to research a spell, methinks. Let's go all out. What's going to help us? Movement points. Both about movement points. Reduces damage caused by enchanted units. Oh, it's only 10%, but I'm going to take it. I'll take every little bit of help that I can get against these absolute knackers over here. Counterfeit orders. This thief has been doing exceptionally well with 60% chances to hit. If I can get the barbarian chieftain on either the top or the bottom row, I'll be happy. That's good enough for me, I think. I think it might have already been on the top row. This seems a little more towards our advantage, though. Take down the militiamen, then the barbarian chieftain. In which case, let's bring you up there. You can just do nothing but defend against the barbarian chieftain, and I think we should be alright. Particularly if we weaken him with the sapling. How much damage do you do? So I don't really think I want to kill the archer at this point. Let's see if any of these guys have changed. Militiamen looks very standard, tier 1 type warrior unit. A barbarian chieftain with his huge claws. Looks like he's doing a crit of 75%. Is that 75% off his damage? It looks like it, yeah. 25 out of 100. No, that's 25%. That's the chance to hit, isn't it? Oh my goodness. He's warded against paralysis and weakening though. So some small buffs going on there. I kind of want him to... Yeah, I'm going to attack him. Get some poison on him. Then... Yeah, you attack. I should probably got him to defend, actually, thinking about it. Now, the main thing I want to do is weaken this guy first. He's shielded. He was shielded against that. Is that warded? Yeah, looks like he was warded against that. That's fine. Keep him poisoned. Okay, what next? How much damage do you do? 35. Okay, so... yeah, I still want to weaken him, actually. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, so he's healed himself. Looks like he's removed the weakening with that as well, which is annoying. Okay, now I think you need to defend. You know what? I could just keep doing this. It is burning this barbarian down just gradually over time. Yep, just weaken him just in case. Fine, let's go for it. Let's do some damage to the archer finally. Okay, that's a good miss. Can we kill him? No, I don't want to kill the archer now. That would be bad timing. Okay, one more shot and he's dead. So it was basically counterfeit orders which saved our bacon in this one. Made this way easier. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of counterfeit orders just to prepare you there. Oh, it's a bad miss. But it's looking good though. Let's get some poison on him. Or not. Can we weaken him at least? Nope. Okay. But we are fully healed. All is well. And we get 66 XP. I think I'm going to leave the Centaur Gunner on the front line. Which makes this a very odd army, as both of our frontline units are archer units. So we'll see. But that seems to make sense to me. He's got quite a nice pool of health. He's still from the warrior tree. Just so happens that he attacks with a ranged attack. We've got an Orb of Fury. Unit gets an extra turn. It's basically free alchemist. Elixir of Life. Scroll of Wisdom of Memnor. Squad warriors require 5% less experience to advance to the next level. Wow, so you just get a bunch of experience bestowed upon your units. So you I guess you're probably best off using that just before you complete the mission, just to get maximum experience points from it. Such a pitiful sight. Without tactical leaders, the barbarians have no hope of capturing our forests. Yeah, damn right. Evil Ent and Spiderlings. That's a nice row of units for our Centaur Gunner. Slightly tempted just to wade straight on in there.
What do you need?
I think we're going to do it. Let's go for it. Mainly because I just want to see the Centaur Gunners attack. So if we go for the central one, I'm assuming it doesn't matter which one he attacks. Oh, we missed both. Missed two of those. Holy shit, this guy's just got absolutely wrecked. 35 damage from the spider with 5 poison. Vampiric Roots. Oh my goodness, the Evil Ents had an upgrade. So it's doing 60 damage with 15... oh, it's a piercing one. So yeah, he did damage to the sapling as well. Vampiric Root sounds like it would do some sort of healing to the Ent as well, but well, we didn't see because he missed with the attack anyway. Right, what do I do now? Feels like this guy should just heal himself, otherwise he's going to get absolutely mullered the next turn. Let's do that. A little attack from the Spiderling. I think we need to weaken the Ent. Let's do it. Okay, that works for me. What's this? Oh, there we go. Vampirism's a different stat. Haha. So it's kind of suggesting that he will just heal half of the damage that he inflicts, potentially. Let's get you healed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Evil Ent's got a massive buff. I'm liking it, because it was fairly underwhelming to begin with. Really do feel like I should take down some of these guys. Probably the Spiderling. Okay, that poison isn't going to be enough to kill it. And I really should weaken the Evil Ent. Let's do it. I'm probably going to lose the leader, but... so much damage does he do? 6. Oh, he's still weakened though. We'll take a punt. See if we can get through that damage. Looks like it, because that poison doesn't do much damage. Can you hit everyone, please? Nice, thank you. Okay, you definitely need a big heal now. Okay, just going to check the accuracy of the Centaur Gunner. Okay, so it is like your standard accuracy. Just for some reason he is a bit naff. Let's keep this guy weakened. Heal you. Ugh. Piercing attack is nasty. Okay, how much do you do? 35 damage, perfect. That's enough to finish off the Spiderling. Can we get a clean sweep from the Gunner? Yes, we can. Well done. And we will heal the probably leader, just because it's way more inconvenient to lose the leader with the reduced movement on the other map. Okay, seeding does require quite a lot of experience to level up, which kind of suggests to me that the upgrade is going to be worth it. An elixir of accuracy. For 1 day, increases accuracy by 5 and adds primary crit hit plus 5. Me likey. Let's put you there. Let's replenish his hands. Don't suppose there's much point in using any healing items just yet. We'll see how much he actually heals just with his regen. Assuming they're not just going to sneak past here. Hang on. Can we just go past there? Shit, I think we can. I think we can just go around that end. Right. Okay. Evasive maneuvers, I think. Let's bring Mivrintia. Didn't Mivrintia say we should actually go down here? So maybe we should visit this. It's Grunzel. I think we were supposed to visit here anyway. Let's bring everyone around here. Don't know what his intentions are going to be. There's nothing here for him. So he's going to start messing around with some of our units, isn't he? I think to preempt this, maybe bait him a little bit. Let's just throw out a thief. Something like that. In fact, I'm going to have 2, just because we've got an abundance of gold. Why the hell not? Yeah, I don't want to put them too close together. I kind of want to just put her waiting. Yeah, somewhere back here, just so he can kill both at the same time, or at the same turn. That'll do for me. Let's see what they get up to. Alright, not a massive surprise. So I'm assuming most of these units are going to remain pretty much the same. These base units, tier 1 units, do tend to be like unaffected by the mod. So we've got the Adept. His regen's a little high. Is it just like an undead trait that they have high regen? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, just 15. Excuse me. Death damage to all units. I know, there's a change. The ghosts are now actually doing damage. 15 damage. Mind-based plus the paralysis. I'm assuming this 100% is only if the mental attack actually hits, though. That would make sense. Super low initiative, but that extra damage is pretty. That kind of makes her a weaker archer with the paralysis attack, which makes her far superior, if you ask me. I'm assuming the gender here. I do apologise. Them, they. What we got? We're going on with the Templar. This guy looks almost completely unaffected. Does he have slightly more health? Your standard wards for a Templar. Yeah, this guy looks almost, completely the same. I'm surprised his spear doesn't do a column type attack. And this guy's going to be just pretty much your standard warrior leader now with his adjacent units plus splash damage. So let's do a bit of damage to him. I was clicking on the thief trying to get her to do damage to herself for some reason. I think counterfeit orders will be our key to success here. Thankfully we have some thieves on hand to help with that. With a stonking 80% chance to hit. Shit, I should have probably put a thief. And she's one movement point away. Can we get some extra movement from speed? The speed spell, sorry. We can. This seems like a bit of a waste of time. I should have just done it on the original thief. But it's worth it just to get a spy in the army nice and early. Steal an item. I'm just seeing if there's any other new things going on here. Doesn't look like it. We'll infiltrate a spy. We've pulled him into the midline. Isn't that fantastic? Alright. So let's stick with... I was going to say stick with him, but... for one, he's a little bit weakened, and secondly, we might be better off giving a little bit of love to Mithrantia. It's whether or not he's actually going to do a good job against these guys. What spells do we have? We've got a little bit of earth damage. We've got a 10% reduction in damage afflicted. And the thing is, if Mithrantia falls, that's it. It's game over. Until I reload it anyway. So what's going to happen here? Ghosts are probably going to go for our back line. Let's just put some of that in his hands. We've got nothing else to use during the battle. Hang on a second, he's got a banner of battle. Increases accuracy by 5 and adds primary crit hit. Ooh. I think we might be alright, especially with the splash damage from Mithrantia. But then again, he may have to defend. I'm torn somewhat. Let's go for bush. Let's do a little bit of earth damage. None to the Templar, of course. We're a bit limited in terms of what damage we can do to the back line. It's what annoys me with this. I might have to send this guy in just to wreak havoc on the back line. Fine, let's do some healing. Chickened out, I'm so sorry. Okay, these little heals are actually quite useful. Just because, you know, no risk of, well, very little risk of over-healing with it. Okay, I think that's probably good. I'll keep the leader on the bottom line. He can just defend against the Templar, so the Centaur Gunner can absolutely smash their back row. So you keep defending. See if we can take out both of these. Oh, nice. That row-based attack is just fantastic. And in addition to the row-based one, we've got the column-based one to potentially weaken these. I might actually go after the leader, because I want to weaken him. Seems like the best option. Okay. I want to get rid of that ghost. I'm less bothered about that. I kind of want to kill the leader now. Shielded. What was he shielded against? Oh, he's got an air attack type. So sneaky. Yeah, kill him. Get rid. Thank you. Seedling can actually take down the ghost. I think have we used up all of his wards yet? Feels like we just keep on. We've used at least 3 of his wards now. You defend for now. No point in taking additional damage if it's not going to make much of a difference. Okay, that's him decreased. So we'll heal you, and then maybe heal some of the other guys a bit. Actually, probably not. They're looking all right. Those are the ones. He's going to get another attack in before I kill him. No, he's not. All right. In that case, I'll heal the seedling, I think. Oh, there we go. Elixir of Precision. So, it's a slightly better one than the other one we got. Extra 10% crit. Loving it. Okay, we may get some dialogue if we go down here. Aha! I've been notified of your arrival. Whilst I am pleased with your Queen's support, I'm afraid there's few supplies which I'm able to part with. If I may be so bold, the undead continue to rise from the nearby cemetery. It is a constant drain on our resources, as you've seen. For yourself. Oh, sorry. There must be a way to put an end to this problem, surely. The only thing we've learned is that a necromancer held a ritual at an altar there. This must be the source of the curse. If you'd be so kind as to help, I'd recommend starting there. If you do succeed, it will free up many more resources here, which I'd be very willing to share with you. Well, I like the sound of that, like, oh, he's left his city unguarded. Alright. I mean, I'm assuming we're already doing that. Yeah, they don't seem to be that bothered. Okay, and we've got the spoils of that non-battle. Scroll of Stream of Life. Healing power of all squad healers increased by 15%. Whatever. Rock and a Wild Griffin. Wild Griffin, suspiciously named differently to your bog standard Griffin. Or Elven Griffin, I suppose. So what's next on the agenda? I kind of, now that I know that this isn't actually blocking the way, I kind of want to investigate down here. Maybe even take this Mighty Wild Griffin. Forest Maiden Idril. Yeah, almost, maybe even see if we can take that city to get ourselves a forward post of sorts. Not too sure what to expect from a wyvern. Those evil ents are pretty nasty. But then again, I don't have to fight it anymore.
You found me.
Or I never had to fight it to begin with. Okay. We're going to get that Grove Manor anyway. So let's potentially use the Rod Planter to do some investigations. Maybe take that Death Mana. I don't know what we need to do at this graveyard. I have come across this before. I got this far on the stream that I did a couple of weeks ago when I was all coroned up. Maybe we just take that Death Mana with the Rod Planter, something crazy like that. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. We've just been informed that reinforcements have arrived from the wastelands to the southeast to join the Undead. Those are violent creatures, Master. Caution is strongly advised. Okay, it looks like we're on a bit of a timer. I don't know what that means or who's a coming, but I guess we're going to have to find out. Looks like we've got an Undead army. Is it just a thief? No. It's fairly bog standard kind of army though. It's more of those little doodads that I've not bothered to translate because it doesn't really add anything. I wonder what's happened to ghouls. Ghost, zombie, and ghoul. I could probably do with some counterfeit orders on these guys. Let's have a go. Extremely good success rates with these thieves. That's not quite what I was looking for. Could do with getting that Spectre on the front line. Although that doesn't really matter now, does it? I think all of the attacks that I'm doing are actually ranged based. If anything, I kind of want to do counterfeit orders to limit the attacks of the enemy. Like something like that, so I can keep the ghost alive on the front line and just go to town on these boys. That sounds like a good idea. We should be able to come away from that unscathed, one would think. Let's have a look. Maybe the ghost has had a Spectre, whatever you want to call it, has had a massive upgrade. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like it. Just an extra 10 points of damage and an extra 10% chance to hit. Let's have a look at the ghoul. He's going with 35 damage with paralysis, which is death based, which is interesting. Just to adjacent units. I can't remember how much damage this guy used to do. I don't think there's been that much of a change for this unit. And zombies are immune to downgrading. Huh. Alright, I guess you can't unzombie something. Alright, let's go for the back line. Let us basically, let's just prioritize for damage on the back line. Could potentially, I'm going to do this just in case he goes for the Oracle and paralyzes her. Okay, he doesn't. I think we just keep chipping away at these boys. Sorry if this is going to be boring, but it's like the super low risk here. I'd normally go a little bit more gung-ho, but we've got an enemy army hot on our tails. Did that just say paralysis is gone? I like it. I like some of these little quirky translation things. The paralysis is gone. Yeah, it does say that. Oh, that's nice. I can't remember what it used to say now. Was it something like broken paralysis or something like that? Let's keep on trudging through it. I like how these guys now are doing damage. It really reminds me of the changes they made in Disciples 3 for those units. However, one could argue that it kind of just makes them a little bit overpowered because paralysis is just really powerful. But I was going to say it gives you an option of doing mind-based damage when they're immune to paralysis. But if they're immune to the paralysis, they're going to be immune to the mind damage as well. So that's a little bit of an odd thing going on there. Down with Ghoul, and I think we are looking very, very good here. Just a slap in the face for you. And we are Dunsky. 47 XP. Shall have it. What's going on here? Are there elves? So, oh, it's the owner is the wild elves, and we didn't side with the wild elves. We're with the noble ones. Oh, we've got what I believe is, spoilers, a new Empire unit there, the Imperial Titan.
Let's get this over with.
I'm revealing no further details other than that. Let's see what happens if we take this Death Mana. Nothing immediate has happened. We've got a Grave Guardian. That's a new neutral unit. A Ghoul, which is another neutral unit. New neutral unit, or neutral unit. Just your bog standard skeleton. Okay. So many new neutral units, it's crazy. Okay, we don't know what to expect with the rock, considering the Evil Ent has had such a big upgrade. Maybe they've made the rock a bit more formidable. However, it is still a very low mana cost summon, of course. So I don't expect like huge things from it. I don't know though. Let's do a little bit more investigation. So we're looking for an altar, which I'm assuming is altar. It is written on the altar, let the call of one awaken the rest. A you what? Okay, so is there going to be one particular unit which we have to kill or something? Oh, shut your face, you. I'm not giving him any units to actually attack or anything. Let the call of one awaken the rest. Very cryptic. I didn't get to the bottom of this in the stream, by the way. I've refamiliarized myself with the etchings on the altar. Okay, we've got a bone golem, which looks suspiciously like a skeleton. Not gonna lie. So can we get... I'm just going to poison them. Oh, there she goes. She trusted me as well. Oh, the warlocks are called witches now. That's nice. So I don't know whether I actually want to mess around with this formation. Especially with us basically doing nothing but range damage. I might just go with this. I don't know what to expect from the bone golem. That's the only thing. Let's go for it. Look at him go. Wow, what's he got? Like little kind of like chicken skeleton wings going on there. Doing a right old groove. So we've got experienced necromancers sooner or later go beyond ordinary experiments and instead of resurrecting the undead, create similar golems. Using the body of an undead person, presumably. What the flippin' heck's going on here? So 200 health, he's got all the immunity, that is poison, in case anyone's forgotten that. Warded against death, vampirism, and thaumaturgy. So he's got claws, which are doing 45 damage, and he's doing breakthrough. Is that something like shatter? It's just been a translation thing. But it's doing damage though. It's doing 15 damage. Oh my goodness! I don't know what's going on anymore. So you're doing 35 damage. Let's do it to the back line. We need to take down some of these ghosts, I think. Excellent. That's nice. Okay, what went on there? He did an attack. An attack was had. I don't see it doing much. Maybe the breakthrough thing didn't trigger. So he did... How much damage? 50 damage? Which would have been... I can't work that out. Anyway, it's an amount of damage. Looks like the damage plus the crit, maybe. Anyway, do we kill the witch? Can we kill the witch? We can. Let's do that. Let's limit the area of effect damage, potentially. I need to kill one of the ghosts, I think. I can't be having double paralysis going on here. It was a convenient miss. Okay, that was a crit. That did a lot more damage, that one. Yeah, let's get rid of you. And I think you're going to have to defend until at least we get this guy weakened. There we go. Might be able to use him for an attack next turn. Yeah, especially if he's going to swap targets. Okay, he was immune to poison. It's fine. That's as we expected. He has been weakened again though, which is good. Can we kill him? What kind of initiative? We've got 55. Oh, we got a really good roll on the initiative there. Splendid. Okay. 69 XP. Nice. Okay, everything's looking pretty good. Oracle's close to a level up. Then we'll get an idea of what kind of level up increases we can expect when we go beyond full promotions. I just want to ruminate somewhat on this Bone Golem just to try and assess the threat. So he's 200 HP, so it puts him at a let's think, somewhere between a tier 2 and a tier 3 unit. It's quite low damage though, 45 with a crit of 25. So let's assume that's going to be 70 damage each time. It's quite high. It's this breakthrough effect which I'm really not too sure of. Let's keep an eye on that one. Doesn't seem that threatening though. Okay, we've got a rod planter here. There we go. Interested to see what's happening with the other rod planters, considering the elven rod planters had such a big change happen to them. Wow, I didn't really want you to go there. Anyway, Elestriel does not trust you, servants of the Queen. I cannot let you go to Listoria. Find another refuge, or help me drive the undead from the cursed Shellac. What? It seems that I have found a way to drive out the necromancers from the border of our forests. I want to grow a sacred tree in the churchyard, which will become a guardian and hold back the undead. What an elven scroll. The scroll is covered with elven glyphs. Only an experienced wizard will be able to decipher them and read the spell written within it. That's just a big hole, isn't it? I sent the druids to this place to bury the seeds. And if you want to help, you will need this scroll. It contains a spell that would make the seeds hatch. A young ent will be born. The seeds hatch, probably grow. That should be. It will take some time for the ent to grow. Please protect it until its stems mature. As soon as he gains strength, you can leave him guarding the passages to our forests. Help me, and I will share with you a rare elixir. I like elixirs. A werewolf. Double werewolf. Good job, our gunner is doing air damage. So it's your rod planters aren't as. It's not the instantly easy fight that we expect with rod planters now, because they're starting with two leadership, and they've got some fairly funky extra abilities, it would seem. What's going on here? We've got some overlands, which kind of look like little mini polar bears. there hanging around with a goblin archer. Suspicious. And a swamp wisp. All these new units that we've yet to greet and beat into a pulp. Debating whether to go after this rock and wild griffin with Mivrintia. I guess we could always retreat. I'm going to throw some thieves at it in the first instance, though. Let's see if we can bring these two together with the counterfeit order. Something like that, because then the splash damage from Mivrintia really helps. So we do something like this. Then Mivrintia attacks the rock, doing splash damage to the wild griffin. Let's get a bit of poison in there as well. I trusted you to poison them. Trust both goes both ways. Thank you very much. Okay, a little bit more there. Just one more. I think you've got it in you, haven't you? There we go. Lovely. Splendid. Let's just mosey on in, I think. Actually, before I do, because he's got a doodah, a mage unit in there. I think insufficient experience adepts will become sorceresses or channelers. Maybe we'll go down this route in the next mission, and then we can see what surpasses sorceresses. So I'll just go with channelers for now, just in case he gets enough experience to level this dude up. You might do, actually, in this fight, in which case we'll get to see what's going on with the channelers. Okay, going in. Alright, what was that, 40 damage? I think that's a slight... No, I think it's probably about the same. So it looks like no changes to the rock. A wild griffin. Oh, that's just doing single target damage, albeit with some crit. Fair enough. So that's almost 100 damage. So it's fairly nasty. Crit strike. Shit. Ah, I've just realised. Yeah. So you can only do the splash damage if the unit is adjacent to him as well. That's my fault. But still, I still probably would have gone with this because it's a decent setup to protect Mivrintia. Thankfully that missed. How much damage do you do? 15. So I might actually get him to wait to see if this adept can just do a little bit more damage. He can. Wonderful. Might have to keep defending, although I think it's gonna defending is not going to make any difference. We're just going to have to go for it. I don't think a heal's going to make any difference either, actually, so I'll be better off healing Mivrintia. And hope we get a good initiative roll. We do. Oh, there we go, down for the count. Now you can heal him, I guess. Level ups for the back line. So we've got an Oracle, and what's going on with the Channeler? Looks like we have a Lightning Burst, 30 damage. I don't think any changes to this one. We've got the crit, but that's from the banner. So nothing unusual there. Fair enough, just a damage increase. I'll not say no. Elixir of Protection. I didn't actually look at that. Elixir of Protection, have they changed? 15% less damage from all attacks for one day. No, that's fine. It didn't need to change, did it? Already doing a fantastic job. Well done. Okay, I think everyone's done. Sorry for the spam. Voice spam. There we go. So we're not finding refuge in. Oh boy. We're not finding refuge in that city. It's owned by the Wild Elves. Sends you the head of your spy and wishes you all the best. Wow. See, it's stuff like that where I actually think it sounds better with the raw translation than in the English one. Well, it's the English one. It's just like, so-and-so of the Undead Hordes found your spy and had him executed. Whereas that sounds, I don't know, it's just a little bit more. It's got a bit more character to it, so I left that kind of stuff in, and I'm quite happy with that. Anywho, they didn't move at all, which is odd, and we have a huge surge, if you will, of undead. spewing into our lands. Is there going to be anything worth worrying about? Yes. Because she is a level something. What level would she have to be? +1 leadership to every 3 hero levels. So she's either level 3 or level 4 to get that extra passive leadership. She's also sporting a Dragon of Doom. Have they made dragons worthwhile in the mod? That's the question on everyone's lips.
You found me.
Is it even possible to make dragons good? I'm sure it is. I'm sure someone can manage it. Templar Ghoul. Okay, I think I'm going to have to fall back if this is coming at us. I think you need to go back in there for a heal. I think I'll probably improve this as well, actually. This is just so cheap.
What do you need?
Let's bring you back. Let's investigate this graveyard. May not have time in this particular episode, but I'm going to set things up for us to solve the mystery of the graveyard, as it were. Can we actually get out this way? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is completely sealed off, presumably.
You found me.
I am ready.
So provided we can safely... Oh no, there's an entrance here as well. Okay, so we've got 2 entrances into what we should describe as our homelands, as it were.
You found me.
Okay, I think that thief is lost to us. See what the enemy can get up to, as expected. Okay, at least it gives us a glimpse into what's going on in their army. So the werewolves, they have a bloodthirsty strike. They are still only warded against weapon. Immunity against polymorph, so they are weakened in that respect. However, look at this boyo with his vampirism. So that is nasty. Is that a good trade-off? I don't know. Not entirely sure myself. 50 damage. I think that's a little bit higher than what I'm used to. Now the Dragon of Doom. What's going on here? So, modded against death. Health looks like it's potentially had a bit of a boost. Then again, it is level 3, so possibly not. 50 damage to all units. That doesn't seem like that's changed. Poor Dragon's getting no love. And then we've got the Mage Leader sporting her Fire Tornado with all the passive stuff going on there. 43 damage to all units. Fair dues. Quite low HP. I think I've realised I could burn that down with just an attack from all 3 of our ranged units in our main party. Grabbing a nice heal there.
I trusted you.
I think it's all kicking off in the next episode. I've got that kind of feeling. I wonder if I can keep Mivrintir in this city and he can just kind of tank up and withstand the attacks from all of them. Now this is an interesting one. With all of our range damage now, it puts us in a fairly good position to take down that air elemental quite quickly. Only downside is that this guy is actually doing air damage. But I think we'd be looking at probably a maximum of 1 attack, maybe 2 attacks from the air elemental. It's slightly tempting, but we do still have this to contend with, so I think that's going to have to be something of an afterthought. Let's bring him over to the graveyard, investigate thoroughly around here. Can you go down there just to see what's going on? Yeah, it looks like this bit of the map's gone a little bit hard to see what's going on. I think that's like a cliff going round, so this is completely sectioned off. Altar of... Oh, maybe that's what we need to go for. The Altar of Nigrizel. Nigrizel? They did mention an altar. So maybe this is all just like a waste of time. It's just like a bit of a red herring. We should be going down here and concentrating on this altar instead. With that in mind, I might as well try and see what's actually in the altar. If we are expected to... Can I actually go around?
Okay, I think between these two units I can't actually get past. Yeah, I think it's these skeletons are getting in the way. I don't know how that's pronounced, but I'm assuming it says skeleton. Right. Okay, okay. No, that's going to be an attack on him. Right. So we need our main army to basically open up the path. And I'm suspecting it's actually that altar which will take care of this
You found me.
zombie incursion. Alrighty. I think I'm going to end the turn, and then I think that wraps up another episode. It doesn't feel like I've made that much progress, but we're still very much trying to... oh, there we go. That did the job for us. Thank you. Still very much feeling things out in terms of the new mechanics and units and everything that's been added. So I do appreciate I dwell sometimes on those particular details, maybe a little bit too long, but I really kind of like savor that kind of initial experience of finding out something new. So I hope you'll bear with me on that one. So yeah, we'll wrap things up here, and we will figure out the mystery of this graveyard in the next episode. Bye bye for now, Questers.